I just finished playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I think I finished it like 2 weeks ago, and there has been this gaping void in my heart since I finished this game. And the soundtrack just released like today, so I'm super hyped to finally take a proper listen through it. Seriously. I don't know when I've been more impressed by a game's soundtrack in like a really long time, or maybe ever. Just in the variety of tracks and just the way that they're all implemented is just brilliant in this game. Most of the times my feelings on the soundtrack were just like, oh, it's just so good. I have no words. I don't even know why I'm making this video, because I felt the need to talk about this music, but I don't know if I'm even gonna have the words to articulate all the feels that are going through my mind, but we'll see. So I've never done anything like this before, so hopefully this will be fun. What should we start with? Okay, I'm just gonna look through the soundtrack. There's like 175 tracks on here, but 400 in the game, so a lot of really important and good stuff is left out, which I knew there would be, but let's see what we got. Let's start with the War Hero Sephiroth. Oh, I think this was like the first track that I heard when the demo came out. Oh wait, that was neat. Did it start in 4 and then suddenly switch to 3? Very cool. I love the little bassoon thing at the bottom that you can barely hear, da-da-da-da-da, whatever it's doing. The thing that immediately I noticed about this when I played it in the demo and then listen again now is just how all of the themes are woven together and the change in the moods, which, I mean, this is such a good way to open the game because that's how the soundtrack is throughout the entire thing. It's like turning the moods on its head, you know, when you use a leitmotif multiple times. And so here we have the da-da-da-da-da-da, which of course is from bum 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 ba da 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 dum bum bum ba da 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 da, from the like main battle theme in the original. So da 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 is, you know, it's displaced a little bit differently, but that's clearly what it is. And then we have, of course, Sephiroth's theme, da da da, except here it's like, it's so triumphant and not eerie, you know, like it's so heroic. So it just really captures that mood of like the fact that Sephiroth was a hero. And of course the da 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 is also, I mean, it's kind of like a riff on the main theme, but in that kind of treatment. It was also in Remake all over the place. I can't remember the specific track. Wait a minute. I want to go back just for that little string thing. Did you hear that nice little... Hold on. Love it. I love, it's like bassoon and bass clarinet type stuff going the da 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 da, which of course is the, you know, one-winged angel motif, but it really sets the tone for this soundtrack in this game, because especially compared to Remake, I feel like Rebirth soundtrack, at least from the get-go, is much more cinematic. It's got a lot more like wah going on, like that kind of modern cinematic sound, rather than just orchestral. It leans into a lot of classical influences too. But yeah, that was my first impression when I heard it. I was just like, what is this? I love where it's going. course, anytime there's a string line, I'm going to notice it. I apologize in advance for that. Also, I apologize if I sing. I know I'm not a singer. Nice electronic sounds. So I think that might be where it kind of loops back to previous spot. But oh, the transitions in this are just so good, so seamless. Da, 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 da. Nice little harmonic minor, descant string line. Oh, and there it is again. Dun, 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 the main battle motif. Love that. I'm just gonna go back for a second. Ah, that break right before that. Love it. I have to say too, the way that the bassoon and bass clarinet are used here, especially with the kind of like staccato da 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 really low, like it's giving me major like Rite of Spring vibes, or just Stravinsky in general, I'm not sure. Right. Oh, so good. You know, I actually want to look for a specific one that I have been dying to listen to. When it came up in game, it just stopped me in my tracks. Spoilers, if you haven't finished Temple of the Ancients, it is from that area, and I recommend skipping over to this part because you definitely want to hear this for the first time in game, because when I heard it, it just stopped me cold. I had to stop and listen to it, and I was just like, I need to find this later. Hello, Prokofiev. Oh, it's so good. From the first few notes of this, I was just like, whoa, this is so like Prokofiev, Romeo and Juliet sounding. Like if you told me that this was from that ballet, I would 100% believe you. Prokofiev is my favorite composer, so anytime something that sounds similar to it sets off my radar, I'm just like, instant like, oh, but listen to the string writing. It's like da 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 da, but there's also tremolo underneath. It might be split half and half tremolo and non-tremolo. That's something we do like in sessions sometimes. But also, this is the Lifestream theme, which is all over the soundtrack. It appears a lot in various ways, you know, and just for reference. So perfect. So to go from that to this, it's just such good string writing though, and so effective. Like this is so creepy, and when it showed up in game, I was just like, ho ho ho, what is happening right now? This gives like Shostakovich to me. Like first we were Prokofiev, Romeo and Juliet, da 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 da. Now it's da 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 da. I'm not sure what specific piece it is that I'm thinking of. I'll insert stuff in here if I think of it later when I'm editing, but like just gives me that like Shostakovich eerie melancholic vibe. And then this suddenly reminds me of Brahms. I don't know why. Maybe it's like the triplet-y thing, but the chords too. Da 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 da. Like the way, something about it. That chord change. So good. More Livestream theme. With this nice ostinato underneath, very modern cinematic string writing. This still sounds like Brahms to me. It sounds like modern Brahms, but like da 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 da. Maybe it's just like this kind of slow in 3 type feel, which feels very Brahmsian. I'm sorry, I don't mean to like keep saying it, but like it really sounds like Brahms to me. Something about it, it's like that string writing, man. Oh, this is neat. We kind of go back to that same thing as before, except now there's more of this like electronic-y percussion stuff underneath. That string line. The violins and the cellos have an interesting duet type line there. Let's listen to that again. It's obviously not the main point or even like what you're supposed to listen to, but it really fills out the orchestration there. Oh, I like this. I did not notice this before. There's like percussion stuff kind of going back and forth between like the left and the right side, and it's just like taking turns. And then there's like a nice bowed, either a bowed percussion instrument or string harmonics or both. That's something I would throw in for that sound. Oh, this feels so like the Lifestream to me. It feels like that floating in space kind of like Holst the Planets / Star Wars / John Williams-y, very like modern cinematic type, like ethereal writing. Oh my god, that part. It all builds to this part. And it's like da 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 da. what is that, like, or da 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 da, where it's like the minor sixth or whatever. No, that's with a minor chord. Da 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 da. Wait, is that is it Genova? The Genova chord. Okay, I knew that wasn't intentional, unless it was. Who knows? You know how they are at this game. But yeah, it's a very cinematic thing, right? It's a very cinematic type of chord to land on. But it also happens to be the Genova chord, which is da 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 da. But it's also sometimes da 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 da. Ah, it's so good. Wait, let me hear that again now that I made that. Okay, so it doesn't arpeggiate it down like my brain did, but it's still the same chord. It's still the same idea. So even if it wasn't like Genova explicitly, it could be like implied. It is so effective, right? I mean, tell me you did not just like stop and have a moment when that came on screen, because oh yeah, I'm out of words. It's that good. I'm sorry. Let's listen to one that I feel a little more qualified to talk about in particular. It's that crazy Queen's Blood track. You know which one I'm talking about. I didn't realize there was pizzicato in it. It sounds improvised because it's just random notes, but also there's like a boatload of reverb, and the panning is changing on the reverb. It's just wild. Oh, that is so unsettling and really cool. Here we go. So the strings come in, just playing the same thing that the piano was playing, da 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 da. Plus we have bomb, 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 and then some snare drum type percussion. Let me see. It's so good. I kind of wonder how much of this was improvised. It sounds improvised. Let me keep listening. Okay, first off, it's neat that finally, like, the track has been kind of just doing the same thing for a while now. Just been doing like the same chord progression over and over again, and now it's like deviating here. That dun 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 whatever the piano was doing there, and so we were in like da 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 da, a nice little triplet thing going on for the first minute and a half of this track, And now suddenly we're in bumpa, 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 and this like really strong duple meter, and it's like dun 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 dun. You know, it's very emphatic with what's going on. Violin is still going nuts on top. Wait, what is the piano doing here? Excuse me, what were those octaves? How did they even do that? Oh, I love this. It suddenly has this like more direction now. Like it's triumphant here. Was that? I don't even know what to call that. It's like a gliss, but it's hold on. I'm gonna get the violin out. Okay. Gosh, can I even play with these on? Let me see. These are not the headphones I normally play with. Is that what it was? Is that what it was? Okay, I want to try to play more of this. Please humor me. So that's something like that. Sorry, I'm trying not to hit my desk. Figure out these runs. It's too fast for me to figure out on the spot. I wish I had the track just by itself without the violin part to just improv over, because this would be really fun. I'm fairly sure that this entire violin part was improvised. It sounds like it was made up on the spot. Like it's not super rehearsed, but it's amazing. Like I can't improvise like that. Or maybe they had some stuff written out, but it's also very violinistic, which is like to say that it's unlikely that a non-violinist composer would have written this. I mean, maybe it was written in collaboration with the violinist. I wonder if we can find out who the violinist is somehow, because this is really incredible. Just look at some of the stuff that they're doing. That's crazy, man. I just make this up. My God. I apologize. I'm just having too much fun trying to figure this out. This is not supposed to be a watch me transcribe the crazy Queen's Blood track, and yet here we are. Oh gosh, it's so much fun. I'm definitely gonna cover this one. That octave part though. I love that part. It's just so wacky. It's so cool. And it's very gratifying to play because, yeah, it's just definitely written by a violinist. I really need to find out who played this. So good. All right. So thank you all for watching my first time doing this kind of video. I had a lot of fun, so I hope you did too. I really love the soundtrack so much and learning about it. So I am planning to do a couple covers from this on my channel. Of course, I have a double album of Final Fantasy VII music that I just released prior to the game coming out that you can check out. I'm going to be doing videos from that as well. So yeah, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you all next time.